Welcome back everybody to another JP banner review video, and I'd like to do these regularly just to give everybody a look at what is coming, but also how it is coming to us and in what form we might see it in global, although there are always changes between JP and global, but still it's always nice to have that information documented somewhere. So let's go right into it. We're going to check out the banners here and just ignore the first three because you can see that little green arrow. That means that these are returner banners. I just had a drought of logins here because my computer had broken and I wasn't able to get onto my JP account since it's BlueStacks only. But then after this point, we are going to get into the banners that are currently available, including this one. And we'll be using the BlueStacks live translation feature where you go Control-Shift-L and it pops up a translation for you. You can see it on the screen there. So this is a level 99 confirmed unit, and it is paid. Now I'm wondering if this is, it doesn't show that it's a return banner, but this seems like a random banner to be having right now. So 9 days left. It looks like it's synced up with this other banner here, but either way, this is pretty interesting for new players. Not a lot of paid VIIR at all. It has a little less value for experienced players, but that seems fine. And while we have this translation up, let's look on the right side here. We can see there's a VC and there's a couple of banners for it. So we'll check those out now. So this is the new LSRL card. We won't go into like analysis on any of this stuff. Again, we're just looking to see what's happening with these cards here. So let's take a look at this step up. So here we can see it's a guaranteed 5-step, and it does have the stars on there and everything, but it doesn't have the coins as far as I can see here. Let's just go ahead and confirm that. We'll take a look. So we can see here, there's no mention of coins on the image here. When we scroll down, I just don't see any summon coins. So it seems like that's a standard thing that's happening to everybody. There's also a paid version of this that you can look at. These don't really, make as much sense to me, but it's there. And then otherwise there is another banner here. This one's a paid banner. This one does actually have summon medals here, so we can see if we were to go into it that there is a higher probability of actually pulling the VC. I think for the most part in global, we often will just see the paid 2K for these cards and then also the guaranteed free VIIR one, which is generally pretty standard here. They have a regular banner as well. And this one it just has some guaranteed fragments with it as well. So it's a one-time pull. So think about it like the MindSphere banners for the units. This is a VC, fragment banner where you can maybe pick up the VC itself, but you also get some summon coins, which then you can use on some VC shards. So a lot of banners for vision cards, not what we typically see in global. Then we can go and look down below and we can see that we have a rerun and an opportunity to get these, dark warriors here. So when you do this step up, you can actually pull up this menu and you pick which unit it is that you'd like to have a increased rate on. So when we actually take a look at what that looks like, so we see on the first step, it's an SSR guaranteed. It's a discount. You get some medals. In the second one, you get some more medals, but you also get some energy pots. And then on the third step, you actually get the fragments of the unit. Now, the unit that you've selected, if you manage to pull them, if you have a dupe or anything, then it gets converted into 80 fragments instead. So this seems like a way of being able to coin pity, but along the way, you're going to be building the unit, which is something that we very much need in War of the Visions. So we can see here just the same thing, that there's 2 steps with a third step actually guaranteeing you the shards. Otherwise, we have a paid banner, same thing, where you pick who you actually would like to be on your rate up and your bonus. But on this paid one, we can actually see on the final one that there's going to be a select one fragment here. So here on the step 1, 3, and 5, they're paid. The other steps are free, but there's actually a higher rate of getting the unit on those steps. So for the people that are willing to pay paid VIIR, you get a higher chance, which I wouldn't really go for. You should just be prepared to actually pity. There is another paid banner here. It's insane. I can't believe how many banners there are. I want to do these banner reviews, but I don't have the I have to translate every single time I do them. JP, what are you doing to me? Come back to me, JP. Okay, so this one here has a metal bonus, but it has a 2% chance of picking up the UR. And if we want to take a closer look at what that actually looks like here, it doesn't actually show us, but so this is a one-time paid. It's kind of interesting because it's a paid one that comes with summon medals, but it's half price. But 2% chance, I guess some people will be in fact rolling for that. Otherwise, we have a regular banner. The regular free FFVIIR banner here does also have that rate up selector so that you can make a decision that you know which one you actually are hoping to pick up on this. As soon as you pick that person, then you're going to have different rates, and you will also have a chance to get bonus shards. And then otherwise they have the Mysidia banner here as well, which again has a selector for who you can actually pick. The final banners that we'll look at are going to be the Bronwell ones. And this is what I kind of think I talked about it maybe on another stream or something, but basically she is free on the final step. So it's a soft pity, or not soft pity, like a low pity, which is what we just saw on global with Miranda. So it's happening on JP. You can see there's some bonus shards on this one specifically. And then when we take a look at that one more time here, we can see that there's some other bonuses here too. So we get 80 fragments by the time we do this. We get the guaranteed Bronwell over here, but then we also get some blossoms and some broadstones, etc. Now, if you wanted to go the paid route for this, they do have a paid banner, they have a regular banner, they have a Mysidia banner, which is free, but the paid banner, this one specifically has a step up. And when we take a look at the step up here, now this is going to be 2K paid on the first step. You get a guaranteed UR, I believe, and then 1500 on the third step. On the final step, you don't actually get the Bronwell, you just get the fragments. So this is kind of a weird, it's a 3-time step up that I guess gives you a high rate, but you know, I'm having trouble understanding why this might be a way to do it. I guess it's UR guaranteed, and it is a discounted final step on there, but at the same time, I don't know, I think that I would just rather do the free route. It's harder for me to evaluate the paid banners as well because I don't buy FFVIIR anymore, and when I did, it was always for like a very basic reason and not for like doing these. I've never done a paid step up ever, I don't think. Okay, so this is the point of this banner, is that if you get her, she's already at level 99. So that's kind of crazy. It basically means that you're going to get a huge head start on shards. So that's a very interesting paid banner. If you happen to pull for her, then that's going to be pretty nuts. However, I don't know that her rate, I mean, that's her rate at the top though, there we'll just confirm. And then, okay, so there's 2 different rates. So we have Bronwell, the regular version, that's a high rate up. And then we have a lower version that is Awaken 6, Limit Break 5 at level 99. So you have a smaller chance to get that Bronwell, but wow, what a chance that is. If it happens, holy. So otherwise, like I said, there's a regular banner, there's a Mysidia banner, the one time, and then that's it for banners. We will do a very quick tour through the shops. I'm keeping in mind feedback that people gave to me last time. So first up is going to be that VC shop. So here you can just get some fragments since it's guaranteed on the banner. That's where you actually go and pity it. This is very standard. Then we have the Warriors of the Crystal, where you can actually metal pity them. You can get some fragments for them and some other goodies. And again, this is a fairly standard shop that we might see. The Bronwell one also has a pity, but again, we can get her through the free step up, and of course have the usual goodies that are in here that are largely not worth it. So a pretty standard set of MOG shops for this event. We can also take a look at the regular shops, and at this point I might have lost the chance to get the coin, you know, the fragments, because I haven't logged in a while, but this is the one for the VC. There's 75 shards here. On the Warrior of Crystals, they're limited to 120 shards each. And then in the Bronwell shop, here we can get up to 120 shards. There's some paid shards as well, but we would likely be getting gold opportunities to buy some shards in global, although that's not really confirmed, but that is what's likely. All of the shards should also be in the Chocobo Expedition. So let's check some other stuff that was requested last time, like the bingo boards. So Bronwell does have a bingo board. Here it is, pretty standard. There's 40 shards on the final step there, which is nice to see. Otherwise, there seems to be no other bingos that have been rerun for the Warrior of Crystal units, and as well for the vision card. So there's nothing here for the vision card right now, but maybe there's a chance. Well, actually, that's the newest banner, so that should actually be here. If Bronwell's thing here is here, then the VC should be here. So that's actually kind of concerning. All right, so that's it for this video. If I did this wrong, let me know. If there's like different things you want me to check. If it's a collaboration, I'll show the quests that they offer. We can check some other areas. Like the missions are hard for me to check because I haven't cleared any missions. So for example, when I go into missions here and I try to like find out, you know, where the character missions are, like I literally have every mission for every quest ever in the entire game that's not fulfilled. So I'm just not going to be like looking through all these JP messages trying to find like, where's the Bronwell character quest one? Like that's just not going to happen. But otherwise, I'm happy to check into other parts of the JP account where you want to see some information. And I will take special care whenever it is a limited banner or like a special collab or something. I'll make sure that I cover everything in detail. So otherwise, if you're a JP player and there's any other advice or things that I missed, comment that down below, and so then the other people that aren't playing JP can go down and read the comments, and I'll pin anything that's important you know, around these units and around these banners. It's always good to have that perspective, so thank you very much, because we're just looking at a glance, right? Like I don't play JP actively and I don't read Japanese. We're just using the in-app translator, so I'm sure I'm going to get better at this type of video over time, but until then, let's keep practicing together. All right, see you all next time.